What's going on, everybody? Thundercage users, you guys are pretty much old news at this point in time. Make way for a new king on the block, and I'm talking about the Kingsguard Lance beam rifle. No, but in all seriousness, the Thundercage is still fine. It's all for satire. So let's go ahead and get into it. I have basically a base uh, Kingsguard Lance with no just the energy activator in it. It hasn't been catted at all. So we're looking at basically the dollar store, the Dollar General brand build right now. Of course, if you want to min max it to the teeth, there's plenty of other videos out there that you can look at. But if you just want something serviceable at this moment in time, this is probably where you're going to be at as far as the mods you want to get on it. The lethal finish is a key mod at this moment in time. Of course, I don't have mine leveled up, but it does give you increased critical hit rate for the I guess the pillars or totems, however you want to say it, for the weapon. And I'll go ahead and show you this in action. Now, I do want to also caveat this by saying I think this gun is really good for Freyna. It helps as, let's say, a bunny or anybody else, probably not, but it does help her spread her contagion mod relatively quickly. And I'll go ahead and show you that here in just a moment. But what I am currently running on it, I'm running chill, and then I also have fire attack on the gun, so I'm proccing two elements, and then with Freyna, I'm basically the avatar, and I have all the elements except, well, not all the elements. I'm missing electrical, but the elements that I want on there to keep the people CC'd and continuously ticking down are on there. The chill is what you really want. But look at the mods here. I'm really not going to change anything. There's really not a lot in depth I need to go for the gun. It's kind of the same thing for all guns unless there's a hidden mechanic, which we have not discovered at this point in time. So this is what you're looking at if you have no additional katas. This gun has just been leveled up to the max level, and you have the C slot and the triangle, the pyramid, however you want to say it, down at the bottom, and that's what the gun has on itself. Now, what I'm getting ready to show you is what I was talking about just a few moments ago about how it does help her with her contagion. And so basically what you could do is you could throw that on there, put one down, and then let the ticks, and as you can see, the explosions start proccing, and you have them on pretty much everybody, as you can see them tick back here. So it does help her spread her contagion a lot faster, so it makes it a more viable bosser if you want to have some fun. But that's the gun in action. I'll show you one more time. This time I won't put any poison on it. And as you can see, my damage is probably a little bit lower than what you would want as a maxed out gun, but it applies it so quickly it doesn't really matter at this point in time. Now, the mods that I have on the gun currently, I got lucky actually during the stream earlier today, and I was going for attribute status effect, but I determined with how often the gun is hitting the enemy, you don't need that proc chance. So I got rid of it and ended up rolling firearm attack and firearm critical hit rate, both gold rolls. So this gun is pretty much kitted to where you would want it. You may want to try and do a bossing build. I don't find the gun to be very good at bossing at this moment in time. I'm still trying to work on some things, trying out different bosses. But currently, for where it stands, this gun really does help Freyna out, and I'm kind of excited for it, especially with the upcoming changes we may be seeing for Freyna in a couple of weeks. But when you get to the max amount of stacks, or not stacks, the max amount of copies, this gun doesn't really have any downside because the rounds per magazines go to 0. I believe the duration at the max is 40 seconds, and then the base duration is, I believe, 21 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and look at my sheet. But this gun is really, it comes to its own, and it's really good, another good bossing tool. If you don't want to play bunny or use the thunder cage, so the mechanic is you put one down, you shoot it, and then you let it just do the rest. And as you can see how quickly all these things are dying. Like, you see, you can't even really tell all the numbers, but I'm hitting for about a K. Like I said, it's not like min max, but it is serviceable at this moment in time. So you see how quickly this Just look at the health bar. Yeah. So that I just wanted to keep it short and sweet. Just give my thoughts on it. I think this gun will go really well. I'm currently working on getting more copies of the Wave of Light because I think that gun's going to be essential for the next boss that's coming out. But I don't want to say it is or isn't definitely. But my thinking process, just to let you guys know before you see another video, is that they wouldn't buff some certain things without it having an impact in the game later. So the Wave of Light basically stops regeneration and gives you 100% crit rate once you proc the passive on it. And so with that halting regeneration, that tells me that something might be going on with the boss that's coming out next where it has some kind of regeneration. Is it going to be mandatory? Probably not, but will it help? More than likely, but that is yet to be seen. But that's what I'm currently working on next is the Wave of Light. But I wanted to get this video out here. Like I said, this is the budget version. You Thunder Cage users, we'll see you in the rearview mirror. We're moving on with another gun. No, but seriously, you can use whatever you want, play the game however you want. That's what the game is here for. If you guys want to min max, by all means, like I said, there's plenty of other videos you can look on YouTube for. I'm not really going to go into too much depth because I don't want to spread myself too thin with my resources at this moment in time because we have certain things coming up in a couple of weeks. But there will be a couple other videos. I really don't want to get into it as far as what they're going to be about currently because I'm still working the formatting and everything out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. You know what to do. I don't have to repeat it. And I'll see you in the next one. And I'm out here later.